We're here. Oh my God. It's been a while since I've done this, so I had to make sure everything's working. And I'm not sure if my notifications are working. Let's see if I can see you. Anyway, I'll know soon enough. Hi, it's Friday Night Club. And I'm Eddie, Bruce that is, and I'm glad you're here. I'm a little out of practice. It's been a little while. Certainly been a while since I did this without having Dean behind me. That's what we did last month. So I'm going to give you guys some time to gather around, and hopefully you were able to come back and put your little groups together on your Friday night. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Nancy. Hey, Cousin Sherry. Tom Adams. I is okay. I hope you is too. This is the time when we chat a little bit, and I just sort of, hey, Cindy, thank you. Wait for some people to gather. Let's see, what's new? Since I last saw you, has anything happened in the world? It's a little weird, right? What a world we're in. Hey, Robin, nice to see you. And hey, Nancy, Susan. So, hi, Gina. You know, it feels so good. I truly have missed you. And, you know, when we started this Friday Night Club, it was last May, believe it or not. And we were all stuck in the house, and we were really in a mess. We were quarantining, and things were bad. And we never believed that we would still be here in November. And instead of getting better, it's gotten so much worse. So, hey, Bob Egan. Hey, Ira Cammons. So we're here, and we're going to make the best of it, which means that we're going to put the world on hold. You know, whatever insanity, whatever craziness, hi, Ira, is going on out there, we're going to put it on hold. Sid Mark used to say that all the time on Friday nights, right? Put the world on hold. Hi, Kathy. Hey, Betsy. Hey, Bonnie. This is the Romper Room segment, you know. I see Bonnie and Ira and Nancy. Timmy, put down that toy. Anyway. So, you know, I was always thinking about the music to do for you and how to do something different or something we hadn't done before. And a while ago, my buddy down in Naples, my best friend Steve, had suggested maybe doing Johnny Mathis, and that had never occurred to me. And it'll become clear as we go along why, I think. But I thought, well, let's team him up with the great Nat King Cole, and I can do some songs that I really never get to sing. I mean, I've sung them a couple of times through the years, but not really a lot. And so what could I learn about them? What could I bring to the table? And that's how this idea came about. And I've learned a lot about both Nat King Cole and Johnny Mathis. One of the things that, hey, Michael, nice to see you. Well, we'll learn as we go along. But one of the things that came to me was, you know, with Johnny, is that at 85, he's still out there performing his head off. You know, he's, well, not maybe right now, but he's out there doing concerts, and he's 85 years old. How many people, other than Tony Bennett, can we say were doing this our whole lives and are still doing it? And so it's really cool to pay tribute to some of these guys. I think there's enough of us together that I should shut up and sing. So this is a Nat Cole song I always loved, and we'll get it started. Nothing's impossible, I have found, for when my chin is on the ground, pick myself up, dust myself off, start all over again. Don't lose your confidence if you slip, be grateful for a pleasant trip. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, start all over again. Work like a soul inspired till the battle of the day is won. You may be sick and tired, but you'll be a man, my son. And will you remember the famous men who had to fall to rise again? Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, start all over again. Nothing's impossible I have found, but when my chin is on the ground, I pick myself up, dust myself off, start all over again. Don't lose your confidence if you slip, be grateful for a pleasant trip. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, start all over again. Work like a soul inspired, till the battle of the day is won. You may be sick and tired, but you'll be a man, my son. Will you remember the famous man who had to fall to rise again? Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, start all over again. Hi, Randy Durant's down in Ocala, Florida. Randy Itkowitz in Lancaster. Mrs. Miller's here. Hey, Dawn. My voice isn't used to it. I've been singing a lot. Here, work like a soul inspired, till the battle of the day is won. You may be sick and tired, but you'll be a man, my son. Will you remember the famous men who had to fall to rise again? Take a deep breath, dust yourself off, pick yourself up, and start all over again. Them's good words, good advice right now, because what choice do we have, right? We got to just keep on moving, keep on hustling. So, hey, Craig, so nice. I'm going to say hi to everybody tonight. I just feel like making sure we reconnect. My dear friend Lynn Heiligman is watching from Brigantine. And Michelle, hi Michelle, Delorifus, wonderful musician. I love when my musician friends gather with me on Friday night, and we can, it always makes me feel especially good to know you're out there, because we're not working, right? We're not working. And we'll talk more about that as we go. So having a purpose this week, meaning preparing this show to be with you, it was cool. I forgot how much I loved it. Hey, Bobby. Bobby's the best. We may have to do this more often now that we're all stuck inside again. So I'm thinking about maybe doing some consecutive Fridays again. And I think it might help me as much as it may help you guys, because I think I need the focus. I truly do. So we'll talk about that. So Nathan Adams Coles, that was Nat King Cole's real name, which I never knew. You know, he had over 100 songs make the charts in his career. He was the first African-American to host a network television show. The trio that he had with his brothers, I guess it was, really set the tone for so many great jazz trios that followed. He was kind of remarkable. Imagine if he had lived beyond 46. Yeah, he died at age 46. So what a body of work he would have had. But he loved the cigarettes. So we lost him at too young of an age. Sad. It truly is. Of course, Natalie, who we've lost too, his daughter, kept the family legacy alive and recorded a lot of her dad's stuff. So a lot of you may know these songs from Natalie Cole as well as from Nat King Cole. He was smooth as silk. He was charming. He was a very special artist. And I haven't sung a lot of his songs. So I was trying to choose things that I really wanted to sing for you, and that I knew you would like. It's always a balance between what I want to sing and what I know you're going to get a kick out of, you know. So this one is it's one of these songs, and so many of these songs tonight. So many of these Nat Cole and Johnny Mathis songs are songs other people don't cover. In Nat's case, a lot of them are covered by other artists. This one is not. one that was covered by a lot of other artists. You don't hear it. And I was surprised to learn that it won the Oscar in 1950 for a very forgettable movie that I forgot already. and it is one of Nat's favorites, and it's in his version of it's in the Grammy Hall of Fame. So I'm going to do this lovely song about a work of art. Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa, men have named you. You're so like the lady with a mystic smile. Is it only 'cause you're lonely they have blamed you for that Mona Lisa strangeness in your smile? Do you smile to tempt a lover, Mona Lisa? Or is this your way to hide a broken heart? Many dreams have been brought to your doorstep. They just lie there and they die there. Are you warm? Are you real, Mona Lisa? Or just a cold and lonely, lovely work of art? For that Mona Lisa strangeness in your smile, do you smile to tempt a lover, Mona Lisa? Or is this your way to hide a broken heart? Many dreams have been brought to your doorstep. They just lie there and they die there. Are you warm? Are you real, Mona Lisa? Or just a cold and lonely, lovely work of art? Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa. Yeah, that's cool. I don't know if you all know these songs. I'm moving up here so that I can see. Hi, Emily. Hey, Jimmy. My messages weren't moving, so I had to make them move. Anyway, yeah, Mona Lisa. That's a Nat Cole song. There really isn't anybody else's version that I can really even remember. Hey, my cousin Ian just told me hello, and he also told me that it's my cousin Elaine's birthday. Look at this. Elaine is lives out in California, and she is very special. So Elaine Reds, happy birthday. And her granddaughter is a fine young actress named Joey King, I've talked about before, who just won a People's Choice Award. So congratulations to the whole family out there in California. You guys are killing it. You are killing it. Yeah. Nat King Cole. Okay. This one, I have, my band at weddings has been doing this song for as long as I can go back and remember, but it's never me that sings it. it's always been Charlene Holloway, the incredible lady I've been singing with for 22 years in my band. Hey, Andy Prescott. So this was my chance, like, to get in there and do this song because it's Nat and Natalie, and Charlene's not around, so I can do it. So let's have some fun with this one. I was walking along, minding my business, when out of an orange-colored sky, a flash, bam, alakazam, wonderful you came by. Yeah, I was humming a tune, had drinking in the sunshine, when out of that orange-colored view, flash, bam, alakazam, I got a look at you. Well, one look, I yelled timber, watch out for flying glass, cause the ceiling fell in and the bottom fell out. I went into a spin and I started to shout, I've been hit. This is it, this is it. Walking along, minding my business, love came and hit me in the eye. Flash, bam, alakazam, out of an orange-colored sky. Hey, Barry Glassman, Barry Miller, all the Barrys are here. Miss you too, Barry. One look and I yelled timber, watch out for flying glass, cause the ceiling fell in and the bottom fell out. I went into a spin and I started to shout, I've been hit. This is it, this is it. Yeah, I was walking along, minding my business, love came and hit me in the eye. Flash, bam, alakazam, out of an orange-colored, purple-striped, pretty green polka dot sky. Flash, bam, alakazam, goodbye. Bye-bye. Hey, Becky. So I just noticed that, like, my whole family is together. My oldest daughter, Sonia, and her fiance, James, are having a date night. Of course, they're having it with their mother and their brother, and all the kids, probably, some date night. So they're all watching the show together there. So hello to James, Sonia, Christy, Josh, and if Maddie's there, hello, and Mason and Daniel, who are all behind me right there. Somewhere or other, you can see that. Very cool. Did I see Bill Wingador is out there? The Wingador is out there? My goodness, we have an interesting group of people, don't we? We do. And I'm in the squeaky. Oh, no kids. Congratulations. That's why you call it a date night. I'm on the squeaky stool. You hear that? Hopefully it's squeaking in tune. I forgot to change chairs. I was supposed to change chairs and that didn't happen. So I have some news. So it's not the news I expected to tell you, but it's not bad. So up until about a week ago, Andy, tell your mom I love her too. So up until about a week ago, I was going to announce tonight that I will be appearing live, finally, at Chris's Jazz Cafe on December 19th. And I'm going to appear there with my very special guest in love, Paula Johns, the great, great Paula Johns. And I was going to be very excited to tell you to make reservations and come see us. And they had it all together. Because of this latest spike and change in restrictions and policies, we can't do that. But Chris's Jazz Cafe has really mastered the art of the live stream, as far as, not like this, but with big cameras and real sound in a nightclub. So we're going to do it anyway, and you're going to be invited to watch the show. They have a sort of policy which is pay what you can. And you will, if you go to Chris's Jazz Cafe, they will be posting the December calendar soon, or watch for announcements on Facebook of how you get into the concert. But it'll be December 19th, 2 shows, 7 and 8:45, with me and Paula Johns. And with hoping that my pianist that night, our pianist that night, will be the incomparable Ted Firth from New York City. He's sort of on a contingency depending on travel and all of that. So we'll keep you informed, but I'm excited to let you know that we're going to do something live and outside of my living room, because I wish you could be there, but this is the next best thing. And soon we will get to do something together. That I promise. This is another one of those Nat Cole songs you never hear covered. Nobody ever does it but Nat, I think. I think I heard one other recording of it by Sarah Vaughan, actually. And I only performed it once. Tom Adams and I did a show up at the old Raz Room in New Hope a while back. It was like an autumn Sunday theme. So we did songs about Sundays and songs about autumn, which kind of works. It's an autumn Sunday theme. And I always thought this song, speaking of New Hope, there's David Witchell. Hi, David. So what I love about this song is that it's lovely. It's just sweet. And it gives me, it sort of gives me a feeling every time I hear it. It's tricky. It's rhythmically a little bit tricky. It has some curves melodically too. When Nat did it, he did it with, a giant choir behind him and all of that. And I'm not. I'm doing it just with my little arrangement here. But I hope you know this one, because it's really very cute, very sweet, and very romantic. If I had to choose just one day to last my whole life through, it would surely be that Sunday, the day that I met you. Newborn whippoorwills calling from the hills. Summer was a-comin' in fast, and lots of daffodils were showing off their skills. Nodding all together, I could almost hear them whisper, go on, kiss her, go on and kiss her. If I had to choose one moment to live within my heart, it would be that tender moment, recalling how we started. Darling, it would be when you smiled at me that way, that Sunday, that summer. It's so mellow. The song is so sweet. Hi, Charla. Woo. Yes, my darling, when you smiled at me that way, that Sunday, that summer. See, we're all of the vintage that this song, and as I looked at all these songs through the week, they bring back a memory of where you were when you heard it. Charlotte just said 1963, she started Penn State, and she and Barry used to listen to it. It's just, it's part of our history, but you don't hear it a lot, do you? And not a lot of people sing it. So I did learn a lot about this next song, and this is one, unlike all the others, that everybody sung. Everybody sings this song, everybody covers this song, and everybody knows it and loves it. What I didn't know was that Nat recorded this over 3 nights in December, 1st to the 3rd, 1964. At the end of 1964. He passed away this February 15th, 1965. So about 8 or 9 weeks before he died, were the sessions for this song. Now the reason it took 2 or 3 days to record, as I learned, as I did a little homework for this show, is that Nat King Cole recorded this in 5 languages. In English, of course, and then there's recordings of him doing this in German, in Spanish, Italian, French, and Japanese. 6 with English. Japanese. And here's the cool thing. They're all on YouTube. If you want to hear Nat King Cole sing about Love in Japanese, it's there for you. Don't go now. But when I'm done later, check it out. So this is just among everybody's favorite. And this is a great little arrangement of it. So let's have some fun. For the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary, and E, even more than anyone that you adore can love. All that I can give to you, love. More than just a game for 2. 2 in love can't make it. Take my heart, but please don't break it. Love was made for me and you. Love is for the way you look at me. I said, O is for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary, and E, even more than anyone that you adore can love, is all that I'm gonna give to you. Yeah, love more than just a silly game for 2. 2 in love can make it. Take my heart, but baby, don't break it. Love was made for me and you. Get it now. Love. Hey, Steven Kersner, my friend out there. Woo! Yeah, love is all that I can give to you. I said love. Well, it's more than just a game for 2. 2 in love can make it. Take my heart, baby, don't you break it. Love was made for me and you. Yeah, love was made for me and you. Oh, yeah. Cool. Love. Hey, Cliff Mountainer, one of the great photographers in the universe. Hi, Dina Bank. How's the Bank clan getting through all of this? I owe your mom and dad a call. I know they'd watch if they knew how to get on Facebook, but last time I talked to her, she didn't. Yeah, let's see where we are here. I think I might have, I ditched, there, excuse me. Gonna need those in a minute. Oh, what else? I know I have stuff to tell you. Oh, okay. So it's time. We're going to switch over and come back to Nat at the end of the show, but we're going to switch over to the great Johnny Mathis. So what can I say about Johnny Mathis? I grew up listening to him because my Aunt Sheila was obsessed with him, and so when she lived with my mom and my sister and I, and she would play his records all the time. And her favorite was The 12th of Never, which we're not doing tonight, but she loved that song. And so I was introduced to Johnny then. And as I said earlier, I've been thinking about how few artists were recording and performing when I was a kid that are around and doing it today, of especially this genre. And Johnny's doing it, like Tony Bennett, like some people who have had this great longevity. And Mathis can still sing. He still does a concert that apparently is just amazing, gangbusters. And he has his own incredible style that was very unique, his voice. Some of these songs, I could tell you now, my inner Johnny Mathis comes out. I try not to, but there's one in particular I can't help it on. Interestingly, another artist who you don't really hear covered a lot. The songs that were hits for him were written for him, sung by him, and really didn't work with a lot of other artists. So more about that after we do our first Johnny Mathis song. And this is for Gail, who just told me here that she was obsessed with Johnny and this song. And this is the classic version with an arrangement you will recognize immediately from the piano introduction. Chances are, 'cause I wear a silly grin the moment you come into view. Chances are you think that I'm in love with you. Just because my composure sort of slips the moment that your lips meet mine. Got the choir. Chances are you think my heart's your Valentine. In the magic of moonlight, as I sigh, hold me close, dear. Chances are you believe the stars that fill the skies are in my eyes. Guess you think you'll always be the one and only one for me. And if you think you could, chances are your chances are awfully good. Chances are you believe the stars that fill the skies are in my eyes. Guess you think you'll always be the one and only one for me. And if you think you could, well, chances are your chances are awfully good. The chances are your chances are awfully good. It was really hard to have the choir socially distanced in my little house and singing with the masks on. It's not easy, but I thought they did a really nice job. Thank you, guys. You can go. We might need you again later. I'm not sure. So that's the classic Johnny Mathis. And by the way, my friend Bob Egan, whose virtual piano bar is still on every Wednesday and every Sunday at 8:00. He's just been like a workhorse. He just keeps plowing away doing tracks for all these singers, and they come on and sing and do their thing. Singers of every style, age, shape, and size, and they are immensely entertaining. And the reason I bring up Bob, one, is because he told me that song, chances are, was number one on the day he was born, which is so long ago that even I can't fathom it. And not as far back as me. But anyway, the reason his birthday is relevant is that next week, on Wednesday of next week, the 25th, Wednesday night before Thanksgiving, is his birthday show. His birthday is next week, and he invited me to sing a wonderful Julie Stein song. So I'll be with him on his birthday show next Wednesday. So tune in for Bobby every Wednesday and Sunday at 8:00. Yeah. There was also somebody else I would like to mention, a very dear friend of mine who's in California, a really great actor and Broadway singer and star. He toured as the Beast in Beauty and the Beast. He toured all over the world as the Phantom in Phantom of the Opera, the lead. So he's a pretty talented guy. His name is Alexander Mendoza, and he just is going to drop his first music that's available to the world, and it's coming on November 27th, and it's called At This Table. Alexander Mendoza. Would you do me a favor and look for that and listen to it on iTunes, buy it for my friend Alexander, because not only he's been an actor out of work for a long time, but the proceeds of this are going to Black Lives Matter and to Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS. He's an amazing guy, and so Alex, good luck with the song, and all my friends are going to look for it at this table on November 27th. This song, I think, when he had the hit with Chances Are, I'm pretty sure that he just said, let's write another one just like it. I think it's the same song. It's so interesting how similar they are. But for me, it's actually the song's a little more interesting for me, vocally. But again, you don't hear it by almost anybody else. And I'm going to comment on why I think that is after I sing it for you. So this is another one that's going to bring back the memories. See what I mean? Sounds like Chances Are, right? It's not for me to say you love me. There it is, comes out. It's not for me to say you'll always care. Oh, but here for the moment I can hold you fast and press your lips to mine and dream that love will last as far as I can see. This is heaven, and speaking just for me, it's ours to share. Perhaps the glow of love will grow with every passing day, or we may never meet again, but then it's not for me to say. No choir? So romantic, huh? And speaking just for me, it's ours to share. the glow of love may grow with every passing day, or we may never meet again. But then it's not for me to say. Beautiful, Johnny Mathis. Pre-orchestration. Yeah. That's just a pretty song. Again, do you ever hear it? You don't, really. You say hello to Stephen Brill. Hello, Uncle Steve. Nice to see you. Glad that you're here to join us. Miss you. So I wanted to comment on Johnny's style, and you know, he sings in his throat. Growing up, I was always told he sang wrong. He'll never last. His voice will never last. And of course, it hasn't. He's only 85 and still working. So that was wrong. Whatever he's done, he knows how to do it well, because his instrument is still great. And but here's the thing. He doesn't play. He sings the melody. He sings the rhythm that's written. He puts his emotion into it with his voice, but he doesn't vary the song. I like to play with melody. I like to play with rhythm. And there's no room to do that in Johnny Mathis's hits. They were formulaic in the sense that you sang what was written. And that may be the reason that not a lot of people have covered them. I can't seem to bring a lot of my own style to his songs. I tried all week. And especially true on this one, where it's definitely hard to keep from having my inner Johnny Mathis come out. I wasn't going to do this song, but I wanted something a little upbeat from Johnny. And when I was researching this song, this chair is bothering people, right? I'm sorry, Cindy, but the chair's awful. I thought that I had tightened the one. Maybe see if I can get another one. Wait. I'll be seeing you. I don't think this one squeaks. In all the old familiar spaces, this one embraces all day through. Let's see. Let's move that one. And if this one squeaks, too bad. Oh, it's worse. I have bigger, heavier stools that I sometimes use, and I forgot to put them in here, so I'm going to try to sit still. Okay, this is so silly. I'm feeling silly. Anyway, here's the song. I was going to tell you that I wasn't planning on doing it, and then I kept reading comments on all the comments on YouTube was how much this meant to people. And the other thing that's really amazing is that it's been used in so many television shows. It was used in The X-Files. It was used, I think, in the last shot or the last scene of Desperate Housewives. So some of you may just know the song from there. But it's cute, and it's Johnny all the way. Sometimes we walk hand in hand in the sea, and we breathe in the cool, salty air. You turn to me with a kiss in your eyes, and my heart feels a thrill beyond compare. Then your lips cling to mine. It's wonderful, wonderful, oh, so wonderful, my love. Sometimes we stand at the top of a hill, and we gaze at the earth and the sky. I turn to you, and you melt in my arms. There we are, darling, only you and I. And I say to myself, it's wonderful, wonderful, oh, so full of wondrous things, it's true. But they wouldn't have much meaning without you. Some quiet evening I sit by your side, and we're lost in a world of our own. I feel the glow of your unspoken love. I'm aware of the treasure that I own, and I say to myself, it's wonderful, wonderful, oh, so wonderful, my love. It just comes out. Oh, it's wonderful, wonderful, oh, so wonderful, my love. So, John Biner, don't call me because I'm really doing your impression of Johnny Mathis. John Biner had the best Johnny Mathis. Look at me, I'm as helpless as a nut tree. He would sort of lose notes here and there. Anyway. Oh my goodness. We got so many good people here. Hi, Beverly. Yeah, there's just so many of you who came back to see me. Didn't forget about our Friday nights. So I appreciate that. Spread the word, that people can watch this. It will be up on this feed for a while. And that in a day or so, I will have it on my YouTube channel, which is Eddie Bruce Music. No spaces. You can't get there any other way. YouTube, Eddie Bruce Music. And click on the videos, and all the Friday night clubs are there. Almost all of them. A couple I didn't want to post because something went wrong or other. But most of them are there. I promise you that. All right, I got to tell you a story about this next song. Hey, Litwins. Hello, cousins. Good to see you. This is a song I always wanted to know. I always wanted to learn. I never did. It was always out there on the perimeter somewhere, somewhere, and I never got around to learning it. But I always would hear it and go, oh, that's so beautiful. So I got a text this week from a wonderful talent, wonderful musician, Michael Ludwig, who was the concertmaster, first violin in the Philly Pops when I performed with the Pops, and plays with concert or symphonies all over the country. And I love that he watches, and I love that he enjoys my music. But he asked me if I knew this song, seeing that I was doing Johnny Mathis. Johnny does a wonderful version of this next song. And I said, you just gave me an excuse to learn this. So I'm gonna learn it. And I spent all week obsessed with it. So this song is from, so one of the things I learned, besides that it was written by Henry Mancini, the great Henry Mancini. I never knew who wrote the lyrics. And usually if a song, if a set of lyrics appeals to me, it's either Marilyn and Alan Bergman or Sammy Kahn or Johnny Mercer or, in this case, Leslie Bricusse, who wrote so many great songs for my idol, Anthony Newley. So it's Mancini and Bricusse from a 1967 film of the same name with Audrey Hepburn and Albert Finney. The song's called Two for the Road. So I'm thrilled to do this for Michael and dedicate it to his wife Rachel for an early birthday. So I know you're spending a romantic evening in quarantine, and I know your birthday's coming up, Rachel. So for Rachel and for Michael, thank you for getting me to learn this song. This is called Two for the Road. If you're feeling fancy free, come wander through the world with me, and any place we chance to be will be our rendezvous. Too far the road we'll travel down the years, collecting precious memories, selecting souvenirs, and living life the way we please. In summertime the sun will shine, in winter we'll drink summer wine, and any day that you are mine will be a lovely day, as long as love still wears a smile. I know that we'll be too far the road, and that's a long, long while. Too far the road we'll travel down the years, collecting precious memories, selecting souvenirs, and living life the way we please. In summertime the sun will shine, in winter we'll drink summer wine, and any day that you are mine will be a lovely day, as long as love still wears a smile. I know that we'll be too far the road, and that's a long, long while. Happy birthday, Rachel. When I can learn a new song that I've never sung before for these Friday night things, it literally obsesses me all week. You know, I'll be going to bed, and I like to put my iPad next to my head and maybe watch something or listen to something before I go to bed. And what the hell? And I'll play the track and sing it as I drift off to sleep. So I'm thrilled to have learned that song for you guys. If you would like to, thank you, Bruce Klauber. Thank you. My pleasure, Michael. Totally. Hi, Judy. My friends are here. It's the best way to hang out with friends. You can't get together with them now. Do a live stream. I'm telling you. You don't have to sing. Just do one. Your friends will all come. So if you can and would like to, I am accept Andy. Andy, that's just what I was about to say. Am I accepting tips? Well, I hate to call them tips, but I guess that's what they are. They're, as Bob Egan likes to say these days, they're income. So if you're enjoying the show and you can, my email address, eddie@eddiebruce.com, is the way you participate via PayPal. eddie@eddiebruce.com. And on Venmo, it's simply at Eddie Bruce Music. At Eddie Bruce Music. And I think that Bruce will be posting that. So I'll just tell you one more time. And you can write to me at my email address, which is eddie@eddiebruce.com. That is also my PayPal address. And Venmo is at Eddie Bruce Music. So it does help. It really does. I'm not going to lie to you. And also, again, remember, Eddie Bruce Music is the way to get to me on YouTube. So this always starts out being a 45-minute show, and by the time I'm done, it's an hour and plus. So I just couldn't really. I wanted to take the time to say hi to everybody and talk a lot, because these go back too fast for me. So here's a medley. I actually found these two songs in a medley. And this first one, Nat wrote. I didn't know he wrote this. It's just a great blues song with a great lyric, and he wrote it way back when. And it's medleyed with a song that everybody has recorded and sung, and they go really well together. And I thought the show needed a little pep, so here we go. Yeah, this is fun. Well, a buzzer took a monkey for a ride in the air. The monkey thought that everything was on the square. The buzzer tried to throw the monkey off his back. The monkey grabbed his neck and said, "Hey, listen, Jack. Straighten up and fly right. Straighten up and stay right. Straighten up and fly right. Cool down, Papa, don't you blow your top. Ain't no use in diving. What's the use in jiving? Straighten up and fly right. Cool down, Papa, don't you blow your top." Well, the buzzer told the monkey, "You're choking me. Release your hold and I'll set you free." The monkey looked the buzzer right in the eye. Said, "Your story's so touching, but it sounds like a lie. Straighten up and fly right. You had better straighten up and stay right. Straighten up and fly right. Cool down, Papa, don't you blow your top." The monkey, "You're choking me. You better release your hold and I'll set you free." The monkey looked the buzzard right dead in the eye. Said, "Your story's so touching, but it sounds like a lie. Straighten up and fly right. Straighten up and stay right. Straighten up and fly right. Yeah, cool down, Papa, don't you blow your top." Well, if you ever plan to motor west, come on, travel my way. Take the highway, that's the best. Yeah, get your kicks on Route 66. Well, it winds from Chicago to LA. More than 2,000 miles along the way. Get your kicks on Route 66. Now go to St. Louis, Joplin, Missouri, Oklahoma City, looking mighty pretty. See Amarillo, Yeah, Gallup, New Mexico, Flagstaff, Arizona, don't forget Winona, Kingman, Boston, San Bernardino. Won't you get hip to this timely tip when you make that California trip? Get your kicks on Route 66. Get your kicks on Route 66. Kicks 66. Believe it or not, that's another one I've sung very rarely in my career for some reason, you know, so it's cool to get to do that for you. Thanks, Terry Marks. So who else do I want to talk about or say hello to? I don't know. I just want to reminisce for a minute or two about part of my career I don't talk much about, you know, on here, but Thanksgiving's coming up, you know, and we're all living in the most surreal world, and having to change the way we live, and nobody saw it coming, but that's the way it is, right? So I guess first thing is take it seriously, folks. Just take it seriously. Wear your mask. Stay home. Don't do anything you don't have to do. And there'll be better Thanksgivings down the road, I promise. I just know people that are sick, that are dying, you know. So be serious. I don't want to lose any of you. But with Thanksgiving coming up, we have to zero in on what we're thankful for, right? What we're really grateful for. And I've been thinking a lot about my career. You know, this next year will be 45 years that I've been doing weddings. And it's a lot of brides and grooms, a lot of families, a lot of dancing. And, before I go on, yes, there is another birthday coming up. My daughter Sonia's having a birthday, a big one. I'm not saying which one, but you can probably guess. And so, yeah, November 24th is hers. That's next Tuesday. We're going to celebrate it like we always do with Thanksgiving. So, yeah, so I've been doing parties for such a long time, and I'm always wondering how long I'm going to do it and you know, and how much I'll miss it when I stop doing it, but it's an ongoing thing in my brain. We lost 35 weddings this year, and for the first time in those 45 years, I mean, I did 3 weddings this year, and it's given me perspective, you know, just being able to stop and look back on it without it being there every week, you know. So I decided to put some lyrics together that sort of look back in a funny, kind of cute, but real way, to give thanks to these wonderful years that I've had with so many great singers and so many great families and so many great musicians. And so I wrote this song to the great Bob Hope's theme song, Thanks for the Memory, right? Works for Thanksgiving. And I want to leave you with that tonight. I want to tell you I love you. I want to tell you that I'll let you know in a day or so if we'll come back next Friday. I think that I'd like to do this on a weekly basis for a bit, because I just miss you too much, and I need this, frankly, for me. So I'll tell you now, we're gonna do this next Friday. I don't know what I'm gonna sing. I may just repeat a bunch of stuff from before. Who cares? But I'll be with you because I need this a lot. So my gratitude is in this song. It's just a simple little set of lyrics that I put together that I thought was fun, and I'll leave you with this. Love each other, take care of each other, and be safe. Thanks for the memory of gigs that never end. On those gigs we did depend. Endless nights of parties that filled up my weekend. How dazzling it was. Thanks for the memory of all the brides and grooms, those elegant ballrooms, people enjoying all the food they could consume. How dazzling it was. So many years making music with singers and players so gifted. The styles and the trends always shifted, but on we played our sweet serenade. Thanks for the memory of crowds that always cheered, caterers who sneered, florists who filled up our stage with flowers ear to ear. How crowded it was. Moments fly by ever faster, learning to make each one dearer, and holding our loved ones nearer. No tears, no fuss, hooray for us. Thanks for the memory of family to love, friends to be proud of, kids who bring joy to life a man can just dream of. How precious it was. And I thank you all so much. Love you all. Have a blessed, wonderful, safe Thanksgiving. And why don't we do this again next Friday, okay?